Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here today because I am going to do a review that I have been putting off. I'm doing a review I have not been looking forward to doing. And that's because my mama taught me, because I'm from the South, my mama taught me that if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. And I don't have a lot of nice things to say about the products that I'm going to be talking about today, and I hate that. I tend to really like to do positive reviews. I like to sing my praises from the rooftops about brands and companies that I really like, that I have success with. But see, I told myself this year that I was going to say yes to anybody who wanted me to try anything. I was going to try out all the products. I was going to do all of it so that I can share with you guys everything that I've tried out. And I'm blessed enough that any company at all wants to send me anything to try. So I'm excited to do that. I love talking about ingredients. I love talking about products. This is especially why I feel like a horrible person. I got a huge box of products from Aphogee. I mean a ton of products. And I think the real reason I'm not excited about these is because of the silicone content. And I'll tell you right away, this is a brand that's really geared toward damaged hair. And I think most people have damaged hair. A lot of you guys watching me probably don't, because you're probably following the curly girl method. You've heard me talk about it enough. Maybe you're just about to begin your journey and you want to get your hair to a healthy state. But these products aren't going to do that for you. Like, they're not going to make your hair healthy. Deep hydration comes from being able to infuse your hair with water. Hydration equals water. Moisture is the thing you put on top of the hair to help the water not escape. So as Atoya Bass, who is a well-known stylist, says, how much water can you trap? That's what it's really all about. And products containing a lot of silicones, like these Aphogee products, are going to, in the long term, prevent that from happening. Let's talk a little bit about these individual products, and I'll also talk with you about silicones as we go on, because there are benefits to using silicones, but I personally can't recommend them. But I can see where for certain individuals and certain routines and certain seasons of the year, using silicones could actually be really beneficial. So I'm not reaching here. I'm just telling you guys what's on my mind. And I'm actually in the process of writing a Naturally Curly article about silicone usage, and I talk about Aphogee in the article. So if that is out by the time this video is ready to go, I will link that story down below too, so you can read some of my thoughts on the subject as well. I'll start with the curlifik line that they sent me. So the curlifik line is a new line of products from Aphogee that are specifically geared towards curly hair or wavy hair. For me, because I have wavy, relatively fine hair, the dimethicone and the trimethylsiloxyamidimethicone, if I'm saying that right, in these products, I find just to be too heavy. It weighs down my hair. I started with the textured hair wash. And by the way, you can read more about silicones and how they interact with different hair types on Wendy's Sciencey hair blog. She's a hair scientist and she's just all around brilliant. So I will link her website below as well, and especially to a couple of articles that she has specifically on silicones that you might find interesting. So this is the textured hair wash. It says no sulfates. However, you guys know by now that I don't even look at the front of the bottles anymore. I pick them up at Target and I look at the back. Like, what does the back tell me? What the back tells me is that the second ingredient is sodium C14-16 olefin sulfonate. Technically, it's not a sulfate. So that's surfactant. A surfactant is something that removes dirt and oil. The olefin sulfonate is really important because it removes these silicones, but it's going to dry your hair out long term if you use this all by itself. This also does contain the trimethylsiloxyamidimethicone as well. So at the same time you're removing silicones, you're putting more back on. So this moisture-rich leave-in, I used that, and then I used the curl definer and a gel of my own choosing. And I had no curl clumps. My hair was just limp and lank and so slippery soft. It really did not do anything for me. However, with all that said, I'm going to talk about the flip side, which is the positive side of silicones just a little bit. So Aphogee really puts a lot of time and effort into making sure that their products do what they want them to do. I don't believe anyone sets out to create a product line that's crap. No one says, I'm gonna make a shitty product line and I'm gonna sell it to all these people. Like, that just doesn't happen. People want to create a good product to help other people. And I believe that's what this was intended to do. It's intended to help people who have damaged hair, either from it's very long and so it's just old and it's been manipulated a lot of friction on those ends, it's very high porosity, from bleach damage, color damage, sun damage, and environmental factor damage. Those things all take a toll on our hair. And what silicones are going to do is fill in those gaps. They're going to protect hair from friction. They're going to protect from environmental damage. They'll protect from heat styling damage if you're straightening your hair also, and some of us choose to do that, and that's fine. I don't judge. Another benefit of using silicones and also protein-based products, and I'll talk about this when I get to the two-step protein treatment in just a moment, is that they're going to help you, if you color your hair, they're going to help you retain that color longer. I have a good friend who really has been having a lot of luck with cyclopentasiloxane, I think it is, and she says cyclopentasiloxane is an evaporating silicone, and so what it does is, for her high porosity hair, it seals in moisture for the duration of the day but evaporates throughout the day. So by the next wash day, it's pretty much all gone. Whatever residue is left is easily washed off with a sulfate-free shampoo. So not all silicones are created equal, and I spoke with InnerSense founders Greg and Joanne Starkman recently about silicones when I met them at the Credo Beauty store opening in Frisco, Texas. And, you know, one of the things they're doing, and I think Aveda is in this boat as well, the silicones that they use are all plant-derived. They're not the silicones from the 50s that, you know, have been around for decades and decades. They're a new breed of silicone that are able to be removed easily. They're non-toxic, so they're not the end of the world. Am I going to go out and try them right this minute? No, I'm not going to do that, because I've already found a lot of things that work for me, and I'm happy with that. But I also know that my hair loves protein. So these protein heavy products, my hair enjoyed. You know, my hair will accept some protein and not complain about it. This balancing moisturizer, oh, this goes with the last product I'll talk about in the curlifik line is the Aphogee curlifik texture treatment. I didn't use this. I just didn't want to. I got to a point where I had enough bad hair days that I didn't want to do it. I looked at the ingredients, and I had to laugh, and I know I'm bashing silicones a lot here, and I don't mean to, because they do have some good properties. But this says, work a liberal amount through your thirsty locks. This is not going to hydrate your locks. This is not for thirsty hair. Water is for thirsty hair. This contains dimethicone, followed by amodimethicone, followed by aminopropyl dimethicone, followed by trimethylsiloxy amodimethicone. I couldn't, oh, and also silicone quaternium 22. So we've got, oh gosh, like this just, I don't know how many washes it would have taken to get all of these things off of my hair, and I just couldn't do it. So anyway, so I apologize, Aphogee. I didn't love the curlifik line. I'm sure that some curlier girls or girls with high porosity hair might really benefit from this, especially those who have coarse hair. This might help to really soften your hair, but for me, this did not do it. They're not horrible products, but they didn't work for me. So next I'll talk about these products in the white and purple bottles that they sent me as well. Okay, y'all know my hair loves protein. So these are kind of they might have others that are protein heavy, but these are sort of their protein heavy products. Here I have the two-step protein treatment and the balancing moisturizer. Those two go together. I'm not sure if they're sold together, but they go together. One's supposed to follow the other. You don't have to do it that way, but that's what they recommend. The keratin and green tea restructurizer spray, it's a leave-in spray, and the keratin 2-minute reconstructor. I've tried all of them except for this one. I haven't tried this one yet. I'll try this one soon, and I will report back in another video if it does work out for me. The keratin 2-minute reconstructor I tried after, I think I clarified and then tried this, and my hair was nice and bouncy and full that day. I really did like it. It does contain mineral oil, so just so you guys know, all of these products are not curly girl friendly according to Miss Lorraine. So it does contain mineral oil, and it also contains amodimethicone and trimethylsiloxy amodimethicone, as well as petrolatum, which is a petroleum product. So it's got some things in here that, like, I look at and I go, you don't need to include all that. Like, you just don't. There are much better products out there, like this, Curl Junkie Repair Me. This is a great product. Which one would I buy? I'd buy this one. It's just, you don't need all that. If your hair is damaged and you want to get to a point where your hair is healthy, if you just want to cover it up and you want to feed it too, this is a great option for you. It's budget friendly, it's easy to find, it's international, go for it. But if you want to feed your hair and you want your hair to really become healthy in the long term, and you don't mind having a schedule of clarify, protein treatment, deep condition, like you don't mind doing all that, this is the way to go. If you don't want to think about it, this is the way to go. Simple as that. This was my favorite of everything I tried that they sent me. Oh, I didn't try this because I was scared of it. I'm sorry, I didn't do it. The two-step protein treatment. You're supposed to put this on your hair and leave it until your hair gets really hard. Okay, I'm looking at the instructions. So it says, gently cleanse hair with Aphogee shampoo for damaged hair. This really is a line for damaged hair, you guys. Rinse thoroughly, towel blot dry, apply the treatment to thoroughly saturate hair, comb through, leave hair uncovered. Do not use a plastic cap. If you're using this at home, do not comb or brush hair while it's dried in the hair. The hair becomes extremely hard. So, you know, for someone who needs a serious protein treatment, and a lot of curly girls who follow the curly girl method do use this. It does contain trimethylsiloxyamidimethicone again, but that looks like the only baddie in this one. And then you're supposed to follow this up with the balancing moisturizer. This is the follow-up treatment. So when you use a pretty serious protein treatment like this, or if you choose to use like a Knox gelatin packet that you pick up from Walmart or Target or something, you can do the same kind of treatment with that without all the baddies. But then you have to follow something like that up with a conditioner. With this, you don't have to do a deep condition afterwards. With this, you have to follow up with a deep condition of some kind, because you need to add some softness back into your heavily proteinated hair. So the balancing moisturizer, mineral oil right up at the top, trimethylsiloxyamidimethicone again. I can't personally recommend all these products, although I'm hopeful that, you know, I might have a couple that end up being, you know, affordable, easy to find, international, and they work okay. So I'm gonna cross my fingers for those, and I will report back at another time. I just wanted to get this video out there and talk with you guys a little bit about silicones, give you some resources that you could look to for more information. So I hope some of this was helpful to you. As always, if you have questions for me, please leave them below. If you have any comments on these products, please let me know. If you've tried them and you like them, maybe you used them in different ways that I didn't. Maybe I used the wrong gel with them every time. You know, let me know your thoughts. I'm always curious about that. So I hope you guys have a fantastic curl day, and I'll speak with you very soon. See ya.